Hi Taurus, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of September, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and for this month it's inspired in the current Virgo theme season we are on. And if you would like to know more details about it, again, just check the description box below. If you have any further questions, email me as well. If you'd like to donate and support my channel, you can do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Taurus, it feels like throughout September there might be a tendency here for some of you to relieve old fears. There seems to be an intensity here, an intensity felt, especially in the mental sphere, when it comes to experiences you've had a hard time letting go, when it comes to experiences that have somehow left a negative impression. This negative impression that that some of you were left with, it feels like it's something cyclical that has a tendency to come back in phases. And September might be one of those phases where a particular experience again might return or resurface. You might get triggered easily. You might remember things you have tried to forget, you have tried to heal from, and it could be a little bit of a sweet and sour experience for some of you, because for some this is needed to keep shedding, to keep releasing, to keep doing your best to find ultimately the freedom you desire to find from a particular issue in your life. So there's that positive, that ability to keep freeing, keep shedding, keep transforming. But then there's another side to this, that it makes it difficult for some of you to feel like yourself, or to feel centered in the positive flow that you intend to bring into your life. So there's a little bit of mixture between how to turn negatives into positives, how to do that without creating imbalances and problems, elsewhere. Some of you could also feel very lonely and isolated in this particular issue. So it might be something private, something you don't share or confide with many people around you. It could be something people are unaware, a battle that people are unaware you have been fighting. You see here the guilt card in the center of your reading. So there's a lot of overwhelming negativity at times striking you in September. It could be that you're again moving through memories or processing here memories that bring in you guilt, or that bring in you a sense of regret, or bring in you a sense of feeling left in a position that was very vulnerable or very fragile in your life. For some of you, this could be about a sense of entrapment within a particular relationship in your life that feels very karmic, that feels very difficult to again unbind. There's a binding, a bond here that's very binding between you and someone, but it can be very difficult at the same time to live with. It's like one of those relationships that it's hard to live without, and it's hard to live with it. So again, the sweet and sour, the division here of two facets of the same whole. And for some of you, this relationship might be asking you here to claim here a little bit of your power. So if you are in a toxic, abusive relationship, or if you are in a relationship that keeps bringing you into this state of mental strain, the state of mental anxiety, the state of not being able to create peace and harmony where where it should exist, if there is a presence in your life that makes you feel this way, there needs to be For some of you Taurus, there needs to be a step back here. There needs to be taking a step back and really reassessing why you are here, associated with the situation. How can you claim your power? How can you put boundaries? How you can let go? How you can break free? You see, the Rebel card is about breaking free. For some, it's about breaking free from an association with the masculine figure in your life. For others of you, it's about claiming the divine masculine in you. Depends if you are also here a Taurus female or a Taurus male listening. But even if you are a female, it can be about claiming your own authority, you know, claiming your the divine masculine in you, the yang force in you. And with the past life card, which is the moon, again, there's a lot of deep-seated, rooted attachments, fears, anxieties, insecurities, connections, feelings that, you know, might feel misplaced or at odds with the situations you truly have going on. But it is what it is. Like, again, if it's a wave of your psyche, it's a big wave actually, of your psyche, making itself known to you, making itself revealed to you. And it's going to be very difficult for some of you to not let yourself be swept by this wave, but the advice here is to let go. So to go with the movement of the wave, to flow, to not fight against the currents, because fighting against the current or trying to control this wave is going to make you feel much worse or tired, you know? When you see that there's a force that seems to be stronger than your own, or there's something that feels stronger than yourself. So, and I feel like it's very emotional. Whatever this is very emotional. For some of you, it's about breaking free from a marriage, from a contract, from, you know, disintegrating a family unit, or an association that involves a lot of things and involves a lot of people, and you might feel, or you're challenged here with feeling guilty because of that, or feeling that you're to blame to something, because for Taurus that have chosen your well-being, that have chosen your own peace of mind and heart, you might let yourself be tricked here into the idea that you were the one causing whatever the situation ended up being. You were the one destroying a household, a family, you know, a marriage, a business, something sacred, you know. And there can be, again, a past life tone to this, where it's something that needed to happen here, something that was, you know, destined to occur in your life with all involved, because there's deeper layers to this. There's deeper layers to this situation than what's going to ever be visible to the eye. So get that understanding within yourself that you've done what you feel you've done, or you're about to do what you feel is the best, that you work with the tools that you have at your disposal, and that you're letting go here. That can even be letting go of an old way or style of thinking, and also an old way of relating that might have led you to attract, again, toxic relationships, abusive relationships, or relationships that didn't serve here the highest good, didn't work to bring you up or support you into the high level of your life. And you're breaking free from a very difficult pattern to break free from. And that's the positive of all of this experience, is that you're going to move into the other side, where you're going to feel powerful, because you can now make different rules. For some of you, this is also about the feeling that some of you have had, that there has been, you know, vicious rules here, you know, that the rules have always been the same and that you didn't stand a chance in something. And now by freeing yourself, it's like a liberation of handcuffs here. So there's a strong sense of liberation. By freeing yourself from whatever this is, you're going to find that you can create your rules. You can rebel against something that was almost like, you know, imprinted in you as that could never be changed, that can never be done. You know what I mean? That you could never rebel, you could never fight against what has been told, what has been taught to you. So there's a big coming here to, it's almost like you're coming to a point, you're coming to something that it's a big confrontation, you know, with previous how you call it, previous you know, you're coming into confrontation with all you have known to be your reality and the right reality and the right way to behave and the right person to be. So you're being put in a position where it's almost like, you know, the feeling here of the Matrix is almost like you're seeing the truth. And the truth for some of you, it's very different from what you thought it was the truth. So, you know, integrating all of this knowledge and all of this awareness on its own can be very challenging. So September, it's a month where you're asked to break free from chains, from things that don't allow you to be free or to be yourself, to be in your power. You're asked to let go of emotions of guilt, of emotions of fear, of emotions that paralyze you and have the function to paralyze you and keep you stuck. So you don't rebel. So you don't, you know, fight against you know, it's almost like, so you don't fight against the bullies, or you don't fight against the oppressing forces. So for some of you Taurus, you have oppressing forces in your life, and it's almost like enough is enough. It's a time to put, you know, your foot down, or the lion stand and say enough is enough. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.